Haven't been live in a couple, and it's been a little bit. But as you guys know, I only go live when I have something I'm going through, I went through, I experienced, I'm reminiscing, I had a deja vu, whatever I'm feeling at that moment, that's when usually I will go live. So I can't duplicate any of my videos over at all because it's just in the moment. And today, while I was driving home from an amazing day at work that was motivational, joyous, positive, it was all I wanted it to be today at work. And I loved it. I love what I do. I was thinking to myself, like, wow, I had to trust the process. How did I get here? Like, how did I get here? I wasn't born like this. I wasn't born with a missing limb. This is something that happened to me when I was 40 years old. How did I get here? And when I look at like my memories and my old videos right after I lost my arm, or even right before I lost my arm, and I look at the transition that I went through, from having an arm, having a good career, and then losing the arm, and then basically mourning and growing and accepting and understanding my new reality. And that was a process. That was a process. After I lost my arm, I was unable to do what I did, in medicine, because you need two arms to do IVs and, yada, yada nursing things, as you can understand. And I was lost. I was lost. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know who I was. I was so used to saying, "Who's Erica?" "Oh, Erica does nursing. She's a nurse. She does this." I was giving people my resume, not who I really was as a person. So when I lost my career, I lost my identity. And as a mom, my kids were already grown. So there wasn't as needy of me because they were adults. So it was a hard transition, but I had to trust the process. While I was going through it now, I was not thinking trust the process. I wasn't. I didn't get to this point in my life until recently. But wow, how did I get here? Like, I lost the arm, and then I went missing and traveling and lost for the first 2 years after losing my left arm. I got hit with a semi head on, and I was angry. I was upset. I was bitter. I was questioning my faith. I was, just filled with rage and anger that I really didn't know I had so much of. I was more upset about losing my livelihood, how to feed myself, how to feed, my cubs, how to defend for myself. I was defenseless after I lost my arm, I lost my career, lost my home, lost everything that I worked so hard to gain. And, I was angry. You might have not seen my anger, but those who really knew me saw my anger, felt my energy, because I have very powerful energy. And if I come in hot, we all gonna be hot. But if I'm cool and collected, we all gonna be chill and have a great day. So I was upset and angry. And after, traveling a little bit, came back to Florida, to live with my son. And that was another transition because I've never lived with nobody. I've always had my own since I was 18 years old. I had my own, whether in New York, whether here in Florida, I always had my own. I never lived with no one besides my mom. So that was a transition, and I got bored just being home. So I went into security, and then from security, I wanted to do private investigating. And I forgot right before after I lost the arm, I was nominated to do Ink magazine, tattoo girls, pin up, private investigating, the real estate. I went through a lot of different avenues to get to where I'm at now. Like, I had to go through all those different levels of me. I had to go through the anger, through the rage, to the acceptance, to the reality check, to what's my reality now compared to what was my reality then. And a 180 basically, or well, a 360, I come full circle, and guess what? I'm back in medical. I'm back doing what I love, but a little bit different. But I socialize. I work with patients. I work with awesome staff and physicians. And it's like, I love it. I love my position because I honestly thought I was never going to be able to be in medicine. I brainwashed myself to say I was never going to be in medicine. So I settled for jobs that just kept me entertained, but it wasn't something that I loved, that I was passionate about, that I was challenged. Like I was just doing it to get out the house. And I keep saying you just got to trust the process. I went through the depression. I went through the identity crisis. I went through the multiple identities. I went through a roller coaster of emotions. And all I can say is I had to endure all that. I had to endure losing my arm. I had to endure feeling lost. I had to endure finding myself. I had to endure isolation so I can love me, so I can fix me first, so I can take care of my inner child that still was hurting. And I had to trust that process because right now I can tell you I am the best version of me that I ever been 49 years on this planet. And I love it. I love myself. I love all the circumstances. I love everything in, around, and within my life. And I love me. And I had to trust the process. I had to find myself. I had to reprogram how my brain was programmed to be, to fucking tolerate toxicity, tolerate shortcomings, tolerate excuses. I had to reprogram myself and say, you know what? I deserve more. I deserve peace. I deserve happiness. I deserve to be grateful for the grass that grows underneath my feet to the stars up high. I deserve that. And it's promised to me. My God said, yeah, I'm going to give you a mustard seed and you will prosper. And I am prospering. But I had to trust the process. I had to trust the pain. I had to trust the loneliness, the depression, the confusion, the uncertainty, the weakness, the revenge, the hate, the frustration, the rage. I had to trust all that. I had to go through all that to be where I'm at. And the universe and God knew what it was doing because of what I am and who I am now, I have the positions that I'm in. And I realize that is limitless. I can achieve whatever I want with or without two arms. People look at me and they think I was born like this. I was not born like this. A lot of people don't even realize I got a missing arm half the time until I point it out. You know why? Because my energy shows you that I'm more than just a missing arm. My energy attracts you to me because of everything else I got going on, because of the positivity and the joy that I love to share. So, how did I get here? Through a lot of fucking shit and tears and rage and mood swings. But I'm good now. And I'm better than ever. And because I love me and I accepted my reality and I love my reality, the universe is giving me things that I never could even freaking imagine. Blessings upon blessings, all because I love me. I love all that's around me, and I'm going to get back. The law of attraction, go up, come down. Whatever I pull out, I'm going to get magnifying back. So I don't know who needed to hear this. Trust the process wherever you at in your path in your life. My thing is, as long as you know your destination, don't worry about the direction or how you're going to get there. As long as you have a destination where you want to be, don't worry about how you're going to get there. Just start moving in that direction. And just trust, just have faith, trust the process. I promise you, good days will come. I promise you, nothing is worth short-lived. You understand? Like, trust God, trust the universe, have faith in yourself that all that you go through It's for a bigger purpose. It's to prepare you for what you are about to endure and to conquer and to prevail over. And if I can do it, bitch, bitch, you can do it too, all right? Find your happiness. Your happiness is your responsibility. Love you, and then others will know how to love you. Tatted loves you. Just sharing. How did I get here?